My name is Jinx, and I hate Minecraft. Welcome back to episode 9 of my Forever World, and if you'll remember back in the last episode, I died. And that was no fun. I lost all of my armor and all of my tools except my chestplate, and I also lost my elytra. So, basically a lot of my stuff. I also built behind me, as you can see, this horse stable for Colonel Skipper, which is good, and I think it still looks pretty nice. Unfortunately, the whole thing is overshadowed by my horrible death in the last episode. I am now back to episode 1 levels of progress when it comes to tool and gears, so really before I do much of anything else, I need to start sorting that out at the very least. I have absolutely no idea how long all this is going to take, but there's a lot of problems that I need to fix. First of all, this villager breeder is broken. As you can see, there are supposed to be 2 villagers in here, and there is 1. The other one has escaped, and it can escape pretty consistently. It's probably out here somewhere. Where is it, actually? Where'd it go? The other one is down here. And I assume the reason it keeps getting down there is because it's able to reach this bed and sleep whenever night comes. And then whenever it wakes up, it just wakes up down there on the floor. And so instead of being up here where it needs to be to produce more baby villagers, it ends up down there on the ground where it shouldn't be, or can't what? It ends up down here where it shouldn't be. And so the first thing that I really need to take care of in this episode is fix this problem somehow. And this is, of course, because I needed to get better enchantments on my armor, as I lost all of the enchantments I had on my armor, and this armor doesn't have much for good enchantments on it, as well as my tools, much of which are completely unenchanted. So I really need to take care of that before I do anything else, which means I need to take care of this. And I guess I'm really glad I built this horse stables, because I'm back riding Colonel Skipper once again after a grand total of 1 episodes of having an elytra. I am right back to being on a horse. So, you look lonely. I'm gonna hook you up with someone, alright? Now, where is this someone? Oh, there they are. Come on, buddy, get up here. Get up here, good. Oh. Okay, well that's one problem solved. Okay, now I'm just going to move this entire platform they're standing on back by a block, I think. So all I'm doing here is I'm trying to move this platform that they stand on back by a block. So wait, this isn't the right location. What is happening here? Oh, I just chopped him with an axe. Oh dear. That was not good. I think that was not good at all. No, get back. You don't want me to chop you with an axe too, do ya? I don't think you do. Okay, just like that. As long as I don't murder one of the villagers by accident, in theory, my problem is solved almost, except I also want to move this back by a block now. Okay, so now it should be solved, actually, I think. And so hopefully, so I actually fixed that problem because I'll need more villagers. As you can see, there's only 1 left down here. And I'm going to need a bunch more librarians and maybe some tool and armor smiths in order to get my gear back. That's my current plan. Okay, here, I throw you the potatoes. Take the potatoes. There you go. Oh no, I have potatoes. Take the potatoes. Go on, there you go. Maybe? Did they get them? The potatoes are on the ground out here. That's... okay. Let me try this again. Can you take the potatoes and actually keep a hold of them? The downside of making this platform so small that they're standing on is that now they might throw the potatoes off the edge. I don't know what they're trying to do right now, though. What are you trying to do? Can they... did I just hear what I thought I heard? Baby? Maybe not. Baby? What? Where? The potatoes are all right there. What? Oh, great. Alright, so this might not... okay, this isn't gonna be as easy as I was hoping. Yeah, the potatoes are in the window. Do I need to take your window privileges away? Excuse me? Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, seeing as it's becoming night at the very least, this is a good opportunity to make sure that they at least cannot escape now to the beds, because I think one of them was getting to a bed last time, and that's why things were going wrong. Their platform is going to have to be even more limited now, because, well, they can't throw potatoes into the window, so... Okay, well, at least they can't seem to go to the beds. So that, I guess, is a good thing. Okay, it works. The baby is here. The baby is right there. So the thing still works now, which is good. Because I really just need more villagers. And I don't think it'll break now. Come on, baby. Please do the thing. Hopefully the baby will still path to the beds. I think they will. I don't know why it wouldn't. But it... Can you get out of there? Okay. It's fine. It's working. Okay, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's working the same way it was before. So hopefully this thing keeps on working. I suspect they'll continue to breed as long as there's no babies in this vicinity. I think. And so I can let this thing run while I go down here and work with the other villagers, which this is the next step of things that needs to happen today, is that I actually need to start working on getting my armor back into good shape, and my tools, of course, which is going to involve dealing with villagers, I guess. So I can kind of work on these hopefully at the same time, as long as my villagers talk keeps up, and if not, I can just AFK at the villager breeder, and it should be fine, to be honest with you. We've already seen the whole villager process go before, so I don't really care to show this. It's going to be the same thing it always has been. I'm just going to get the villagers out of here, zombify them, turn them into librarians. I'm going to get as many possible books as I can so that I can trade for good armor if I ever die again, which is possible. I think I'm going to not get toolsmiths and armorsmiths right off the bat because I just don't want to be dealing with the villagers right now. And so I'm not going to do that yet, but I will get a whole bunch of librarians. Probably that's all for the time being. But, you know, I'm going to need unbreaking, efficiency, and just a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'm going to spend probably like 1.5 billion hours doing this, just getting books. And I guess I'll see you on the other side. I have no idea when this video is coming out. It might be a month, because I want to get back into the shape I was, so... We'll see if that actually holds up until the end of the episode. But for the time being, this might be a month-long episode. I have no idea. I have no idea when this is releasing. Hopefully soon-ish. I have an update for everybody, and I'm not really sure that it's a good thing. If you'll go up here, you can see that my villagers, they're dead. Yep, villagers are completely fully dead. I may have accidentally murdered them with my axe. It was actually not intentional, believe it or not. I was just trying to make some adjustments to this place since it still wasn't working, and I tried removing one of these trap doors, and it just fell down and walked right in front of me. And it died. And then I may have murdered the other one out of frustration, but that's besides the point. So what this means for me now is, of course, that I have to get more villagers and transfer them down here, which, well, I mean, this was my own fault, to be fair. I hope that there's still 2 villagers around here, I guess, because I don't even know, to be honest with you. I'm there. There might not be a single other villager in this place. I'm not sure. Oh, I hear one. I've got one. There's a villager in here. Come on out. You can see the daylight. Or not? Not interested in the daylight? Yes, let's go. And boat. And boat. There we go. Okay, so I've got at least one villager. I guess that's good. And I'm going to take this guy down. We're going to restart this whole stupid villager thing, basically, since I really don't know... Well, since I murdered my villagers, I guess. Okay, let's go. Make the descent. Excellent. We're here. Perfect. Okay, so now... I have this composter, so in theory, I can lure the villager into the house using the composter, unless I've used workstations elsewhere that it'll lock onto, and I might have. Where are you going? This is kind of unbelievable. Where on earth could you... Where could you possibly... Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, he's coming back. Yeah, come back. There's a workstation right over here. Come on. I don't know where it thinks it's going. Right here. Job. Okay. Oh, is it making its way? It might be. Finally, we're getting somewhere. Okay. Keep on coming up. Let's go. Let's go. It won't get the job. It won't get the combo. Become a farmer. Please become a farmer. I don't want to... I don't get it. I don't understand villagers. I don't get them. No leather worker for you. Become a farmer. Hey. Okay. Now, hopefully, it's figured out farming. Come this way. Where'd it go? It's been like half a second. Hmm. Okay, we might be making some progress now, hopefully. I just need to lure it up there. Alright. Things are going well. I still wish you could lead villagers. I know that that's maybe... I don't see a way around this. The only way I see is breaking the barrel, but I really don't want to do that. Maybe go outside, yeah. No, okay. Well, it has to be done. I'll save this stuff later. Or, well, it's all in my inventory. It all fits in my inventory. That works out better than I expected. Now, hopefully, one more right here. Hopefully, okay. We should be good now. Okay, that's villager number 1 in here, and no more employment for you. Now, villager number 2. Okay, there's another one in here. So, come on out. Hopefully this will be easier than the first time. Come on out. This away. Oh, it's getting night. Capture. And capture. Perfect. Okay. Can I do this before the sun sets? No. I will never make it. No need for this. I think this is the last villager in this village. If this villager dies... Alright, down we go with villager number 2. Excellent. Hopefully you'll actually lock onto the trade. I will give you my barrel. How about that? I'll give you the barrel. Please go to the barrel. Please. Please go to the barrel. Where's my boat? There it is. Nope, we're right off here again. Oh, wait, no, he figured it out. This guy's... We got a smart one. The smart one of the two is here. This is excellent news. All right. Okay, barrel in here. It can't make it in. Oh, goodness sakes. All right, come on in. Come on in. Okay, there we go. 2 of 2 villagers are here. They're already throwing food at each other, which is also fantastic news. See if the changes I made to this place actually work, because that would be sick. They do work. They work. I may be a genius. I may be. Okay, there we go. Now it's fully fixed up. Should not have any more issues with this, I don't think. So that's finally one problem solved. When I tell you, I've only maybe, this video is like maybe 5 minutes long at most. I haven't edited it yet, but it's not long yet. And I've been playing this game for hours already. But finally the little idiot is here, so that problem is fixed. I can show you, I guess, what I've done so far in this area. I've just gotten a couple more librarians so far. This one trades Aqua Affinity, which is cool. This one trades... this one is incredible, but this one trades Fortune 3, Protection 3, which is pretty good, and I can use that to make Protection 4, and Silk Touch. You are incredible. But I'm going to get back to just dealing with villagers. Hopefully nothing like that happens again, and I don't have to... Well, I mean, I don't have any more villagers in this village, so that better not happen again. Hopefully the rest of the process goes smoothly. It'll be tedious, and obviously I'm not going to record it because it's boring, but hopefully I don't run into any more problems that cause me to murder any innocent... Well, I wouldn't call these villagers innocent, but murder any... Out of pure rage as well. It was just frustration. The first one was an accident. The second one, I just couldn't take it anymore. I had to let my frustration out, and I murdered him with an axe, and now he's dead. And now that's why... You know what? I'll see you whenever I'm done with this. Okay, I've actually got myself quite a few trades at this point in time. I can kind of show you what I have so far. This villager, what do you... Yes, Feather Falling villager. I actually got Feather Falling, which is good. I don't know what I'm talking about. But over here, we can see what else do I have. Yeah, the Infinity Villager is here. And what are you? Mending. That's cool. And what are you? Aqua Affinity. And you are Unbreaking 3, and you have nothing else useful, but that's good. And you have Fortune. Oh, you're the good one. Fortune, Protection, and Silk Touch. What are you? You're the same guy What are you? Depth Strider 2, and Flame. And that's the villagers I have at this point in time. I think that's most of the enchantments I'll realistically need, but if not, then I have more villagers, and my villager breeder actually works now, which is good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my diamond tools over to my enchanting table, and I'm going to enchant them First things first, though, is I actually need 30 levels, and of course the best way to do that is going to be trading with the villagers, which is, going to be way faster than using that stupid skeleton spawner I built, which is now completely useless, by the way, because of the mob farm and the villagers, so I don't need it for XP, and I don't need it for bones. So I'm just going to do some trading, get levels, head over to the enchanter, do some enchanting. Again, more boring stuff that nobody really wants to see. I'll get back with you once I'm just about ready with my gear, I guess, and I can get the final books from these villagers put on my gear, and I'll be all ready to go. But again, really boring, so I'm just going to cut to when it'll be less boring, when I'm ready. When it'll be less boring, I guess, maybe. Alright, I've got my armor and tools all relatively enchanted with decent stuff. Not incredible stuff or anything, but decent. My sword, the sword needs to be improved. That was the best I could do. Sharpness 3... and sweeping edge 3, not great. I need sharpness 5, but I don't have a sharpness villager. I could get one, I guess, but I cannot be bothered right now. So I'll work on that later. I do need to get some more diamonds, but first I'm going to try and actually get all my gear into a point where it's like fully 100% ready. I have books here a lot. Most of these are... I accidentally maybe bought a whole bunch of impaling books when I was trading, but I have good books here. So at this point in time, I'm basically just going to be combining my tools and books in the anvil like this in order to create better tools, and it's probably going to take a while still because I don't have many levels and I'll need to get more levels, so it's going to be the same thing I was doing before, basically. But hopefully by the end of this, I have just really good tools. Like, look at this pickaxe. It's like, it's perfect. Oh wait, I should name it. Hold on. Oh, great. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot. 8 levels to rename it? Okay, I'm going to be here for a while. I'm going to be here for a while, but you see what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be taking all the books I have from these villagers and finally getting my gear back to a point where it's good. And after that, I guess I'll mine for some diamonds or something, and then hopefully my tools will be done. And honestly, I've been doing this stuff for way too long, so I'm just going to move on. We're just going to move on. I'm going to do this, and then we're going to move on. And with that, I'm finally relatively geared up again. It feels good. It feels good to finally be back. Now, the only thing I need left is an elytra. Real quick look at my gear. You can see that everything, for the most part, is pretty much as good as it realistically can be. The only thing that's not so much is my sword, because it still needs sharpness 5, and I might want to put fire aspect on it. I'm not sure if I actually like fire aspect or not, though. So maybe not. But as you can see, I have my gambling pickaxe and my silky smooth pickaxe, and I have my axe, my Tony chopper, and my spoon, and my... however, this one could use power 5 also, but I mean, really, it's close enough for me. I don't really need to improve it all that much, I don't think. And honestly, I just don't have time, and also cannot be bothered to do it this week, so that'll happen eventually. However, for the time being, I have to do the last thing that needs to be done today. Yeah, come on, Colonel Skipper, let's go. The last thing that needs to be done today, of course, is going to the end and getting back my elytra, which I lost. So, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and raid a couple of end cities, 2 or 3, depends on how much stuff I find. And so, my plan, first of all, I must clear out my inventory. So my plan right now is to take my shulker boxes, and do I have an ender chest? I should. Although I don't know where I put it, so I guess I'll make another one, that's fine. My plan is to drop some stuff I might need for more potential end raiding in the ender chest, we'll see. So first I'm going to put shulker boxes so that I can store more loot. I'm going to put rockets so that when I eventually get an elytra, then I'll be able to use it. Then I'm going to throw in an anvil, and I'm going to get a mending and unbreaking book, which I don't think I actually have here, but mending and unbreaking so that I can put them on my elytra whenever I get there. What do I even have? Oh, I do have unbreaking. This is good. Probably get some more food and put it in there also. But with that, I think I'm basically ready to go back to the end. It's been some... Wait, let me get a boat so that I can actually make it over there this time. But it's been quite some time since I was there, and by that I mean it's been approximately, like, I don't know, 2 episodes since I've been there, so it's not been that long. So that being said, I'm not going to show most of this. I'm just going to kind of show whenever I get to an end city. Because honestly, you've seen me wander through the void that is the end already. And it's just not that interesting. There's not much going on. And the episode's getting kind of longer than I thought already. So with that being said, I will see you all at an end city. Well, I've found an end city. However, it kind of looks short. Is this the whole thing? I have been walking all this way for what? Well, here we are. I mean, I'll get some shulkers out of this, I guess, at the very least. I made an Enderman mad at me. I made another Enderman mad at me. It died. What? Well, I guess that works out well for me. Because I didn't have food on my hotbar like some kind of idiot. I'm alive, though. So good, so fine. I was really hoping that this end city would have... Where do I put? I don't really need my shovel. I was really hoping that this end city would have an elytra, so that I could elytra my way to the other end cities. Oh, there you are. I know I heard a guy. Get me. Yes. No! Okay. Yeah, take me up, honestly. Worst parkour I've ever seen. I hear one more. Must be on the roof, I guess. Oh, that's an Enderman. Not the same thing. Okay, well, that's it. That's my first end city. It was trash. Okay, moving on. Years. It feels like it's been years. I've traveled for so long in search of an end city. And finally, after what feels like an eternity, there it is, in the distance. My weary legs below me felt like they were going to perhaps explode into like a million pieces. That's a lot, but I'm not sure it's exaggerating. I have never felt such agony before on my march for eternity. To stumble upon such a pathetic end city. There's no boat. I found the second smallest end city ever, only followed up by the one that I already went to. How is this possible? By the way, I don't know how long people normally spend searching for end cities, but I feel like I have spent an exceptionally long time. Longer than most. Alright, there's another... I mean, I've been out here for so long, and I saw this one, and don't get me wrong, like, I'm glad I'm finally at a place, right? But at the same time, I mean, it doesn't have a boat. So after this, I'm gonna continue back and walk again, because I still need to get an elytra. Ah, that's not what I meant to do. Water is what I meant to deploy the sea. Oh, at least there's a big room of shulkers, and there might actually be some chests here, so this will still be somewhat better than the last one that I was in. I can't even hit this stupid guy. I guess I'm going to the top. That's fine. It's impossible to avoid all of the stupid projectiles they shoot. It's literally impossible. Eventually, I'll take them all out, or they'll teleport. I don't know. One of those two things. Oh, great! Where did that possibly even come from? There are some that are vigorously shooting at me, but I have no idea from where. Not a clue. Well, I've been hit. Oh, I completely missed one. I am very blind. Take me away. I must ascend. It would be so cool if this place had a boat. So cool, you know? Like, I would be just the most thrilled ever. Great. This guy go on the roof or what? Where are you? It's another one. Oh, it died because of thorns? I guess. Oh, the other one's on the roof over there. Well, there's multiple. This one's shooting me from somewhere off the ledge. Oh, underneath the bridge. I see it. I don't want to die, though. I'm getting kind of up in the air. I don't want to... Okay, fine. It's somewhere under this bridge. Oh, great. There you are. Hey, buddy. It did... Okay, that dropped it. I'll get that. There's one more I need to take care of real quick, and then I will get that one happily. 1v1? Oh, yeah. You don't stand a chance. Watch this. Ooh, deflection. Somewhere down this way, I guess below there should be the shulker. Somewhere down here. There it is. Wow, look how that was actually impressive. Oh, there's another. One more. Didn't see you out here. And there we go. Nice. That actually had a decent haul considering it was the second smallest city I've ever seen. This one surely has a boat. Look at the size of this thing. Oh, yeah, there's boat. There's boat. There's a boat. There's a boat port. Right there. I see it. I think. Is that a boat port? Sir? Are you trying to walk in front of me on purpose? Is there a boat? I don't actually see one. There better be. If I find 3 in cities and 0 boat... Oh, there is. There it is. The farthest away. This one is huge! Holy! And there's a doodad. Dude, there's 2 doodads. Did I find the greatest in city of all time? Kind of dangerous in here. I probably should... Wow. I should be careful. There's a lot of shulkers. I'm gonna get some... Can I... Okay, my sword is working now. That's good. I was gonna say, I should get a lot of shulker boxes out of this, which is pretty nice. Oh, instant... He prepared 3 shots. These guys... Shulkers are the most annoying mob in this game, and nobody can convince me otherwise. Where'd it go? It was just outside this window. I'm not hallucinating, am I? It's back inside? Okay. Over here? What? Oh, it's below me. Below the bridge. Okay. That makes sense. I knew you were down here somewhere. I just could not find you. Oh, great. These things are... What? These things just come out... There doesn't even have to be a shulker to shoot the projectiles. They just come out of nowhere. Because where was that? But that was the worst water bucket clutch of all time. Thank goodness for Silk Touch. This is why I get my gear ready before I go. There are 3 under here. And every single one of them is suspended over the void. Maybe I can get them to teleport. Nope, that one's dead. Maybe I just leave them there. I mean, I don't like... I could maybe build a whole platform below them without them shooting me. Yep, that one's gone. Maybe this other one will teleport if I slap it or something. Actually, hold on. I can dig out the block. Oh. Okay, well, I'm slightly slow, unfortunately. Because I feel like I probably should have been able to figure that out, but oh well. Well, I'm here on the last tower now, so there's not much left to do, actually, and I have quite a bit of stuff, which is nice. Ow. This might be the worst enchantment I've ever seen on anything. Well, I think this is the last shulker, at least outside of the boat. I haven't been to the boat yet, obviously. There it goes, and it gave me a shell. Nice, okay. All right, to the boat we go. To the boat we go. Beetroot seeds. What astounding loot. Just astounding. Yeah, ooh, good. A lot of beetroot seeds. That's my favorite thing. I'm so glad there's beetroot seeds here. And look at that, 32 shulker shells. That is really nice. Okay, I'm gonna try and find one more end city, I think. Give me that. Nice, nice, finally. Actually, let me enchant this real quick. I think I'm gonna try and find one more end city. And from there, I guess I don't need to record. I already recorded this one. It's going to be the same thing. I'm going to be running around attacking shulkers, basically. And that's pretty much all that's going to be happening. So I'm just going to do that. And then I guess well, let me enchant this first. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, I have it back. Feels so good. I'm so thankful. Yeah. That's all there is. I'm excited. I keep getting distracted. I really need to just get this over with because it's starting to fry my brain. But I think I'm just going to find another end city. It honestly doesn't matter if I find a portal out or not because I have ender chests, so I can just, commit. I don't know if I can actually say that. You all know what I was talking about, right? So I can just do that. But mending, unbreaking, my Elytra's back. Gonna find one more. So I will be back with you all shortly. All right, I see the boat over there. Found another end city, pretty large also, this one, and it has a boat. And so after this, I'm going home. Hey, buddy, what's up? How are we doing? All right, and Elytra number 2. All right, well, that is that, I guess, wrapped up. Now, I think maybe somewhere around here there was one of those exits, so I don't have to die, I'm pretty sure, but I don't remember which direction it was in. Zoom out a bit, see if I can find it, because if I don't have to, leap into the void in order to get out of here, then that would maybe be the most ideal. Aha! Home. Sweet home. Okay. It always scares me. Every time I go through the portal, I feel like I'm dead. It takes a little bit for the world to load in, and I'm like, I feel like I'm done for. But no, I'm good. We're good. And the journey ended up being easy. Oh, and it was easy, and guess what? I'm now back to basically exactly where I was before I died a couple episodes ago. Honestly, it feels great. It feels great to be back already. Not that much time has even passed. Well, a lot. It's been a lot of just grinding to get this gear back, which hasn't been, like, super fun or anything, but at the same time, like, I'm done, and so it feels good. Now I can actually get back to making the progress I wanted to make in the first place. Alright, and with that gearing up finally out of the way, it is time to do the thing that I look forward to the most in this game, and that is, of course, building. Today's build is going to be right over in this area, and it's going to be a quarry building, as I currently have this kind of stone quarry hole that I've been mining my stone out of, and it's absolutely disgusting, and I do not want to have to lay my eyes on this when I'm in this area, and so I'm going to create a build that kind of covers this up. I am going to be using a reference for this build, and here is the reference, if I still have it anyway, that I used to construct the build. It's going to be a little difficult to use Minecraft blocks to replicate this build, and so, I mean, I'm just going to build the thing and we'll see how it goes. But, of course, yeah, the biggest challenge in this build is going to be using Minecraft blocks to try and replicate kind of the same vibes that this build gives off. The only other thing is that the build is a little large. As you can see, I'm using some stone to lay it out. It goes all the way over to here, and this mud farm is absolutely right in the way, so I might have to move the mud farm, which will be a bit of a pain, but I think I'm going to just scoot it back kind of into this cliff wall basically a little bit, and then I'll get the build going. But nobody needs to see that, so without further ado, let's just get started on the build. Alright, here it is, ladies and gentlemen, and I cannot find a good angle to take a screenshot of this which I guess is the only downside right now. I feel like the most appealing angle is from back here, but I don't really know, since this place is an absolute mess over here. I had to destroy this house so that I could get a good angle on it. However, that's enough complaining because I think the build came out pretty well in and of itself. Obviously, there still needs to be quite some terraforming done. The road is going to extend down this way, and I'm going to have to, you know, just do more terraforming like I've done up here down there because it looks really stupid without the terraforming. However, if we just look at the build itself, I think it's looking pretty nice, if I do say so myself. I'm not 100% sold on the way the roof looks. I think I want to integrate it into the terraforming somewhat more than it is right now because it kind of cuts off abruptly. But that is partially because it's up against the wall here, so obviously if we go inside, which is hard because of the fence gates, you can see it does lead us nicely into the quarry. It's completely closed off. The interior is as interiors are when I do them, and that is that it is not. However, as you can see at the outside, I think the build actually came together pretty well. And again, if you look at the reference right here, you can see kind of where I got my inspiration from. A few of the things that were the most difficult is kind of taking the colors, which are just varying shades of light gray in the reference, and trying to somehow convert them over into different colors that are different enough to create contrast, which is very necessary when the build is made of Minecraft blocks, and still have it look similar. I didn't want to obviously make a carbon copy of the build, which is why it's not exactly the same as the building I found, but I do think that I did a pretty good job with block selection in this one, and overall texture and everything like that. A couple of interesting details to note about the build. As you can see over here, this top part of the build is a combination of alternating regular blocks and then walls to kind of give it some depth. And if you step far enough back, it still looks like this top of the build is overhanging a little bit, I think. Obviously, the lower level was just concrete, so I just tried to mimic that in a way that was somewhat interesting, and there's not much going on down there for now. I'll probably add some when I go through and kind of terraform this area and integrate everything more into the environment a little bit. But I also like the way that the builds are really connected. It's kind of like two separate builds that I attached to this build I made in the last episode, and that really starts to give this area a nice and compact and really busy feel, which is something I want to continue to do for the rest of the area. I want all kinds of buildings all over the place, which is going to make it difficult to take screenshots for thumbnails, of course, but, you know, it'll look nice when you're in the world for immersion purposes. Eventually, I'll continue the path down here, and it'll run through this way, so you can still get out here, which is how I get down to my villagers, or one of the ways anyway, and I just kind of tucked that out of the way back there, and I think that it looks nice because you can't see it anymore. But, of course, giving an option to head back there was kind of why I wanted to do this overhanging bridge section. In theory, if I ever get around to making interiors, I could maybe somehow connect up all of these buildings so that you could traverse them through the inside, although I'm not sure how I'd pull that off, but it probably won't matter since I'll probably never make the interiors in the first place. On the bridge section, the overhanging section, this area right here is supposed to look rusty, and I think that it does look pretty rusty pretty well. I think that I think that looks like it's supposed to. I think that if you looked at this, maybe, I don't know, you tell me, did this look like rust, or am I just saying it? I don't know. As per usual, I'm just babbling on at this point. I don't really think there's all that much more to talk about. I guess the other thing is, as with the horse stables, the parts of the build you can't really see are absolutely disgusting because I really just can't be bothered to do anything about this. However, I am going to put this lovely mud contraption inside of a building, so it's basically going to entirely cover up the corner, and I don't know if I'll do that in the next episode or the episode after or whenever, but you won't be able to see that super ugly section in there. And then, you know, if we go under here once again, you look up this way, it's just a stone wall, but again, it doesn't matter since you really aren't going to see that area from the road or anywhere that matters. I might push this cliff back a little. I don't know what I'm going to do with the cliff. I'm going to terraform it, obviously. It's not going to stay the way it is, which will help me integrate the building into it a bit better. I don't know if I want to push it back so that I can start the roof on the way down or what I want to do. I will figure that out whenever I get to that point, I guess. With all that being said, though, I don't know what else to say, so that's going to do it for today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, please. That would be fantastic. I would be very happy if you enjoyed this video and haven't seen others of mine. There is a playlist. It's probably on the screen right now, which contains all of the rest of the videos in my Forever World series so that you can see how I built all the rest of this place out, and I would definitely recommend checking that out. But other than that, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.